Welcome! Today's video is about visible mending. For this project, I'm going to use a bunch of different scraps, some thread and needle, and I'll be mending a pair of jeans. Now, usually when people mend things, they often try to make the mend invisible or not very noticeable. The difference with visible mending is, as you might have guessed, you can see the mend. So you can see the stitches and the different fabrics. For this first example, I will be taking a piece of calico print and pinning it to the underside of this hole, as you see here. I'm cutting away the excess strings, and I'm going to begin by stitching around the hole with a running stitch. Once I've got that in place and removed the pins, I'm taking some pink thread and I'm just kind of doing a blanket stitch around the frayed edge of the hole. And as I do this, I'm also sure to pick up fabric from the calico patch at the back so it's securely attached. And once I'm finished with that, this is what that particular mend looks like, and this is the back. So I'm trimming away the excess fabric. Now to mend this other hole, I'm going to take some sequin fabric and taking some colored thread. I'm folding the edge of the sequin fabric back as I hold it down with my finger, and I just use a whip stitch to go all around that edge, grabbing a bit of the denim fabric and the sequin fabric at the same time. And it looks like this when I'm done, but I decided I wanted a little more texture and design with my stitches, so I'm taking a different color of thread and making X's around my initial seam. And when I'm finished, this is what the second mend looks like. Now I have another hole that, as you can see, was mended once before, but it is again beginning to tear. So I'm taking a bit of suiting and I am pinning it again to the outside of the hole. And as I do this, I also fold my edges down and under. And for this particular mend, I am stitching on top with a chain stitch. And to complete, I simply just work the chain stitch all around the edges. Now we're going to try an even different type of mend. This is similar to darning, though perhaps not as tidy. I'm taking my thread in a contrasting color and I am anchoring it at one point, bringing it across the hole and then back and forth and just kind of making strings that go across the hole at an even tension. Then I take a different colored thread and sort of just weave it in and out across the initial threads that I sewed. And as I do this, sometimes I am picking up part of the denim and weaving through that. So it looks like this when it's finished. These were just a few ways to practice visible mending, and I may do another video in the future. I hope to. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing and check out some of my other videos. Thank you for watching.